Ooh, we're back! Welcome back, everybody, to another part. Just had a lovely roast dinner. Even though it's like Tuesday. But anyway, so hello, everybody, because it's for those that don't know, roast dinner you usually have on a Sunday. Welcome, we're back to Athens! Aha! And our people are returning home.
I hope we see some action soon. This armor is starting to get itchy.
These are the frogs, and of course we've discovered now, so I edited it in 2 parts ago now, because we were on a side story at, it's not Pelion, Laurion. We were at Laurion, I've remembered it now. We were just dealing with money with mints before there. But yeah, we know how to use military controls a bit better. If we get attacked, I'm actually really looking forward to using them in the next part. Or now, I suppose, if that's what's about to go on. So we're back to Athens. Last we saw Athens, all they could do was make cheese, which was not very good. And they couldn't really export anything, they can do anything. So let's see what's going on. Well, it's still just cheese. We can make wine, but we would need to import grapes. So if I look here, grapes are only available for export though. And we definitely can't grow grapes. So it seems at some point in this mission they're going to give us something about making wine. Oh no, we already had the wine stuff going on. I think we were gifted some grapes because these guys needed wine. I've got quite a nice little setup going here, right? This was getting wheat for stables, which didn't exist before. Let's see if they do now. They don't. So I'm going to delete that. I caught that on editing before. Now for maintenance, that guy walks up there. He goes along. I really like the setup we have here. I think this looks really cool. Don't get me wrong, but I want to do an amazing upper tier housing thing, and I think we're going to get on that like very, very, very quickly. I also want to make a proper entrance to the city on this, because at Thebes and Argos we never really had one, and I want to do the palace thing where we have like a central palace with the stadium near it and all that. So lastly, let's look at culture. So we already knew about the power of gymnasiums, I guess. There are sanctuaries. Hermes has always wanted to be here, so let's have a central area for Hermes and all that. Now, why are people moving out? We need food. So there's no food at this agora. Oh yeah, I remember. Right as we left before, we ran out of food, which is kind of a big deal that I'm making these mistakes. But on the other hand, I think it was just that we did all that stuff with the Minotaur, and then we had another fight. It was just a bunch of mess, really. Our output is fine. We are getting to... Oh, my other theory there was, though, that maybe we had lost some of our animals. Do you know what I think? It would be cool to have fences, because you could do... Like, I kind of want to do a box of columns and just put a bunch of goats in there. So Laurion's paying us tribute now. Dreadlord. Wow. Dreadlord? So Olympus is our sort of substitute leader there at Laurion now. Are they randomly doing that, or is that decided? Dreadlord Potatoes. I, Olympus, willingly and gladly offer you my tribute of 1,500 drachmas. Maybe you find a great and noble use for it in the coming year. Well, thanks very much. I like the idea with all of these cities that, you know, within our palaces and our colleges and stuff are really intelligent people, powerful diplomats, forging connections, finding locations for colonies that have good natural resources and stuff. Like, there's a whole other layer of conversation and politicking going on underneath, but we just don't see it much. So they're giving us 1,500 a year, which is a hefty amount based on the previous mission, as you guys saw. We've been struggling, but since I gave myself a nearly 30k cushion, it won't be too amazing right now. So these guys only give us 400 per. So there's some marble, there's some wheat, there's some fleece. We're getting a lot. Now, as for the marble... Oh god, I need to finish. So we have one marble storehouse. Didn't we have an overflow one? We did, yes. But I kind of want to put Hermes Sanctuary down. And quick, hopefully, as well. So, let's see. So, let's have some fun, shall we? Let's do a row of Doric columns... A row of Doric columns, a row of Doric columns, and then let's put animals in there. I don't know. Is that fun? Maybe they'll stay in there. So go on, goats. Of course, we need to fully block it off. Doric. And then maybe they'll stay in there. And we do need to replenish, because I think a bunch of them did die, honestly. I mean, look at how many we can place here. In the various fights against the Minotaur eating the goats. But we're stacking them in there. They're getting stacked in. you don't get much feedback whether the clickers worked, really, once all the messages are on screen. But if you look at my cache right now, every time the cache goes down, you know that we have actually placed something. So there you go. So that might have been limiting our cheese production. So food will be alright. And also we had this thing with the fish granary or whatever, didn't we? That's accepting wheat. I think that's accepting wheat because what we're trying to do is get wheat off of one of these piers or something. Don't really remember that. Okay, elite housing. Let's get on and build it. Now, I need a big plot for this. We want a lot of space. I think this will be the space here. And so here's the basic principle, okay? I will show you. Let's kill that for now. Definitely not the storehouse.
Hermes, worship me, and some of your citizens will taste my speed.
Here's a cool concept. Now, I talked to you very briefly about this in the past. I'm going to show you it now. If you have a road and you avenue the road, sorry, you boulevard the road, but this is only boulevard that I'm talking about here. Avenue is irrelevant. Now, if you boulevard it, of course, we get these nice, pretty images. Now, as you guys know, if we corner it as well, you get the little thing in the corner there. Well, there is a unique thing, if we turn that off there, for if you have boulevard on an X. So, we're going to bring that right up there. And again, you have not seen me count ever on this playthrough yet. But so check it out. If you do an X, this is quite a hidden weird thing in the game. Someone's selling more grapes. We probably want to buy those. So we go boulevard. All the way down. Very nice. And then when we do boulevard all the way down. And don't forget, these are insane appeal. These are like comparable to monument appeal, by the way. Because, again, they stack their effect in a radius around and around. So we do another boulevard here. If you look in the middle, we get these 4 statues at the crossroad. So this is like fancy, fancy crossroad. It's so obscure to find and get this in the game. Like, very few people are going to do this because people build in blocks and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, this is expensive and all that. We already spent 5,000 Drachmas setting that up. And just having layouts like this is... You're asking walkers to go on a crossroads. You're submitting to the randomness if you do this. You are saying, okay... Just go for it, see what happens. So this is not necessarily a smart design, but you do get this really cool thing here with the statue crossroads. I love that so much. So what I'm going to do, and I don't know whether it's like a holdover from the other games or whatever, but I want to do an elite housing estate like this. Now, off screen the other day, I tried one of the free play missions, and I did actually kind of get something working. I mean, it wasn't perfect. And I'm sure this won't be either. But this will be pretty cool. So, for our army, because we're going to war, by the way, just to be clear. We need to attack Delos and Sardis. We need 3 triremes. So, we've got a lot going on here. So, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's obvious. We're going to have those houses. Now, I believe... Oh, you want more appeal? Already you want more appeal? Hold on. They should be fine here. They're not even fine there. Oh, the higher difficulties are brutal with appeal. They are brutal. So shall we do intermittent parks, I guess? I mean, I think that is the easiest fix. But I've done it with parks a lot. Let's do columns. So let's surround everyone's house with columns. Ionic columns. Indeed. So like this. So this immediately cuts into... I was going to do 3 up in each direction. But I don't think we're going to be able to now. The fact they won't even place down. I wonder if they're not even going to evolve very well later. I hope they do. Is there a god that gives us appeal just by default? There you go. So 2 houses there. How can I be a spear? Can I ask you guys a question, alright? How can I be a spear carrier without my spear? It's just, the audience won't buy it, you know? I can't just come on screen and say, oh, I'm a spear carrier, and then they'll accept it. We need to tell some of this story through the visual arts. Not like that, not with these bad columns. So get me a spear. We're here to learn in the ways of the theatre. So there is actually some other fun dialogue that I haven't really been listening to as we've been going along. I've caught it once or twice while we've been editing. There you go. So they're not offset, are they? They are correct, right? So then we do... What are we doing? Ionic? We do some Ionic. See, I don't like the column thing that much because I feel like it's just a bit cell blocky, you know? That's the only big problem I have. Well, we cannot go further than this, so I hope to God that they place those houses down. They should. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, look, and he even lives near the grass and stuff. Excellent. So we've blocked off at like a thoroughfare here. So this whole thing we've disconnected. Oh, we got to build these ones over here. Cities. People can move directly to their destinations. We still do want to watch out because we have made some movement less efficient now by building right up against that. How's our money doing? I'm just expecting to look up at that and it's all gone. Sardis conquers Delos. What horrible news, Potatoes. Our Persian rival, Sardis, has conquered Delos, one of our cherished allies. Sardis has severed all contact between us and Delos, and we will no longer be able to trade with them. I'm not sure if I was trading with Sardis. Where is Sardis? Where is Delos? Sardis is here. So we'll be attacking these guys over here in Lydia. And Sardis is... Oh, Delos is here, so they just went across the ocean. These guys were producing fish and grapes. And they've become our rival, essentially. So I think later, in the really difficult missions, you've got to, like, attack quick. So that people don't snowball against you. Alright, so 1, 2... It's ugly, isn't it, now? Alright, we'll just leave it anyway. Alright, there you go. So those guys are down. So, then... Oh, and that one's blocked off. That sucks. I don't want it to be blocked off on the edge. Oh, because what you can do now, right, is you can say... So they need culture, right? So you can say... Podium. Gymnasium. And then on the other side of the place, you can say college. And then you can say theatre. And realistically, I should be able to say drama school up there. But I can't. So... We're going to have to put the drama school down here. Bring the road along. Boulevard it. And then maintenance workers. We need... See, I think the problem with the design before was I did need some bonus maintenance workers. It was a bit tricky before. So maintenance, tax, and then the Grand Agora. And what will happen here... This is good, because the Grand Agora is kind of near our supplies and stuff. So what will happen is the market guy will walk... Well, let's watch him do... Well, we can't watch him do it just yet. But we can say, food, fleece, oil. I read a post online the other day where someone was saying, oh, I came back to this game, but it reminded me of how annoying it is to have to place down a whole Agora when all I want is food. And I was thinking, that's such a weird complaint about the game, because when are you ever just giving people a little bit of food? I mean, I appreciate some missions, you don't have the culture or whatever, but even then you're still going to use 2 of them. And is it happening so routinely it gets annoying enough, not just to feel the annoyance, but even to post about it on the internet? But anyway, there you go. So, the Agora is slightly inefficient because this gap. But so, as you'll see, right, like, you know, the people at the college will roam up, they'll populate the podium, they'll come... And every time they hit this thing in the middle, they're going to go left, right, or forwards. And they're just going to, you know, hopefully just meander around. And we'll have the big X. Now, there's another variant of this, where you have... Imagine all these columns are avenues and boulevards. I've seen the design of it online. It looks amazing. So basically you get just this huge block where people just wander, and there's a guy out there who's like in one of these forum threads. He's like mathed out exactly like how big you can make it, and it will basically work. There might be a bit of evolution and de-evolution at the start as goods just sort of travel around, but it does work, he swears. And I really want to try that as well, because then this crossroads you can see in the middle with the 4 statues, the most beautiful part of Athens, right here in the center. You'd have loads of those, and I think that is super cool. So that would be something we can keep our eye on. But this is a lot more elite houses, so that's really nice. If I was a genius, I could have connected it to this other one, but not really, because this has a very different setup. So here we got the Grand Agora. Olympia begs us for wine. Okay, Olympia, you can have some wine. I'm ready to give back, because we're getting back on our feet here. So we're going to have the roadblock there. We're going to pull a road out here, and we are going to say, granary, get anything you can, I don't care. Or, yeah, even wheat. if we're importing wheat. I don't remember if we are. This storehouse, I'm going to say... So we've got quite a few houses here. I want to try. I want to see. All right, so you are going to be fleece and olive oil. Sorry, get. And you're going to be at 16 apiece. And you are going to be armor and wine. Oh, I just remembered something that I messed up. There might have been a comment on one of these videos as well. So, wine and armor. And you're going to be half. It's interesting. If I leave one at 16 and the other 32... No, we got a chance it will fill up with armor in that situation. So there you go. So, with just 2 storehouses, we've got everything. With just 2. Basic commodities, elite commodities, plus a granary. Right? And then stables can be wherever. So, what I think I did... I think a mistake I made was over here. Here, I didn't click the X on this, see? So, this is technically wrong. And I didn't click the X here either when I said get. And then I'm amazed I remembered this, because this was a very brief moment of a previous episode. And then that one I did. I looked at that, I was like, why did you remember to click the X on the first, but not remember on the other ones? This is so strange. Anyway, they're trying to get food. So, let's see what the game thinks. It thinks we have support for 5,000 people, and we have food stored for 13 months. So, distribution notwithstanding, everything should be fine. Now, we could put an elite house up there as well, I'm now realising. Someone could live there. And if they require loads of appeal for their... That's ugly, they were going to be Doric columns, whatever. If they end up struggling for appeal, I don't know what we'll do. We'll see what we can figure out about that. So Corinth needs olive oil. And if I remember, I'm going to postpone that for a second because I need to know. Military decline at Delos. Our spies have uncovered an interesting tidbit. Timocrion of Delos has dismissed much of his military, decreasing its overall strength. Interesting. Okay, so Delos... Well, it still has 3 shields. Maybe it had 4 shields before. Maybe that hasn't updated yet. That's pretty rough, though. So let's build our second trireme. Remember, we need 3 triremes to progress this story. So this will be like our naval dockyard down here. So, military, trireme wharf. We can only fit the one there. Another one there in those trees, maybe? Nope. Rough. Pretty rough stuff there. Okay. Apparently that's not good. Right, so they have workers. Speaking of workers, what do we need? We need 312 workers, so I think it's time for a new townhouse. A new housing block, sorry. And this looks like a really good candidate to me. So let's try. So there's another thing that a lot of people do with this game, which is this. They do symmetrical blocks alongside one another. And in the end, you get a nice dense city. So I need to... So hold on. Let's pause for a second here. And let's say C problem. C... No, what was it? C appeal. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 wide, right? So that's 4 houses. So 4 houses wide. Well, hold on though. Why not just literally? So we're going to do it symmetrical. So we're going to say that there is an agora here, right? You have that roadblock there. Next to the agora is a road out. No, that's not a road out. Next to the agora is a taxman. And then a watch post. Which, again, is kind of a waste, but you never know with me. How many times have we needed these? And the road out is in front of the watch post, it looks like. Looks like that was it. And we have that there like that. And then, so, we connect these two. And we continue with the symmetry. So there was a house, there are people that live there. This house is all along the flank. Over on this end, we have a road out. Oh, we can't do that, though, because the gym's there. So, yeah, not every design is going to be symmetrical. If I put the gym there, they're going to go in the wrong way. So, I think that would just be a house this time. Well, no, it won't, because we're not going to have that at all. Right, there'll just be houses along there. Now, let's look on the inside. On the inside, we're going to have houses all the way up. See, I'm copying a symmetrical design that isn't even good maths. I want an even number of houses, okay? Oh, I did it again! What? Well, hold on. I could do a 3x3 for a gym on this side, but what's the 3x3 on the other side? There's a theatre... Whatever. No. Come on, where's the clear button? Let's go. Right, we're going to take those away. We're going to come down. That was a misclick, but we can make it useful. All right, houses. But not all those houses, because actually... Oh, okay, we've got to play it forward a little bit. We want to do our... oh, and that one. We want to do our infirmary setup. So we do... infirmary, maintenance, fountain, and again, because it's on a road, we're not going to have this weird issue we had before where the fountain wasn't working. And then on the other side there's an ugly gap, but there won't be for us. And they just have monuments. Well, they did not have many stuff. Is that it? Hold on, how are they getting culture? Oh, because they have a gym. One gym. But they're going to need space for... So let's spread some of this stuff out, shall we? Oh, do you know what? Let's stop with the symmetry now. Let's have the infirmary on that really good position I was talking about before. So this is north, this is on the side, it will work. It's far away from the houses. Collapsed building? Who collapsed? Okay, so like, for example, this theatre broke. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to say, should be paid, thank you, another year. So, with this culture, with this, we're going to have to say, theatre up there. Okay. Maintenance man there. And then what was the other one? Drama school. Or was it a college? Theatre... It was a college, wasn't it? It's a college. Drama school's over there. And then we could say the drama school there. What are you doing? Why did I just place a drama school there? I just said out loud, it was a college, wasn't it? There's no college, right? I looked around, didn't see a college, verified I need to place a college, and then I put a drama school down. I don't know what happened to my brain. I really don't. So that'll be a hiccup later. It blows my mind watching that here, though. Why? Here, and I'm going to rewind the footage and play that back so you can enjoy it with me. There. Okay. Maintenance man there. And then what was the other one? Drama school. Or was it a college? Theatre... It was a college, wasn't it? It's a college. Drama school's over there. And then we could say the drama school there. Or there. I think this all works. And there's even a way... I don't know how paths work like this. Like, if I put a path there, what exactly is going to happen? But I'm pretty sure now we've got an extra maintenance man. This building can't access the labour pool. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. Can you not either? No, you just don't have any superintendents. So if I...
I'm Hermes.
Let's see, shall we?
Me, and some of your citizens will taste my speed.
It can access the labour pool now. But see, we've just created a three-way path here that they're going to walk all the way up. It's going to be a bit awkward, but whatever. If I roadblock that, are you going to lose access? Oh, it didn't. Can we hold some of the spinning, please? The spinning? Alright, apparently that roadblock doesn't matter. So, are they going to distribute people? Who knows? We will need to shift some labour and things, though. Alright, so anyway, back over to our new houses. We're getting these people in. And again, I'm feeling pretty chill about this because... Like, we know that all those other commodities come in such abundance. Like, who cares? So far, it's all good. Hope you guys are all doing well, by the way. I haven't sort of made idle chit-chat in one of these episodes for ages, have I? I hope everything's fine and dandy and fun for you. Let's put that there. So that a house can exist there. So they have one culture. So look at all this cheese we've got. I mean, we're flush with money. With food. Even they're full of cheese. Oh, those pillars look a little bit weird here, don't they now? I'm really looking forward to getting as many episodes of this uploaded. It's funny, the past couple of days, now that I said at the start I was looking forward to doing this to kind of get into LPing a bit more, and immediately now I'm dreaming of all these different things I can do. I'm like, oh, I want to play this, I want to play this, I want to play this, and there's been like loads of BS reasons I've stopped myself doing certain projects before, and I'm thinking, do you know what, just screw it, just do what you want to do and have fun with it. And so, yeah, I'm feeling really inspired and happy at the moment. I'm rambling as well. We need to actually make some progress there. The thing is, I don't know what I want to do. What I want to figure out now, okay, is the cultural education for these people. See, I'm tempted to put it back here, but this is only an Agora back door. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, so good. Oh, wait, can we put it... No, that's just random. Let's get rid of that. We've actually now completely obliterated the original road that was there. That was Impressions that put that there, not me. Oh, let's see here. Will she walk out even though it's not right at the back of her building? If she doesn't, it's not necessarily then that you have an Agora back door, it's that you have a vendor back door, right? There is actually a distinction there. But I think she'll go for that. Yeah, so we need to get them culture. But they need feeder buildings for that culture. So there is a little thing here. So should this be a cultural? That would mean I could move the palace here as well. Okay, I got a cool idea. All right, so we go to the palace. The Heroes Hall is not going to be there anymore. Oh, we wasted a monument there, though. Well, whatever. We can deal with that later. So I'm going to pick the palace up. And we don't need him working there either. Population milestone, 2,000 people. So then I'm going to come between our two housing blocks. Well, between our fancy houses and our other houses. And I'm going to put the palace... like here. I'm going to surround the palace with road. And how's our money doing? Oh my god, we're spending so much. You know, I honestly, that previous episode I was thinking, did I get too much money here at Laurion? See, what on earth? How am I supposed to connect them like that? Oh, do you know what we should do? No, I should probably save as well. I haven't saved yet this episode. Let's see. Palace, decorations, extreme. Okay, so... Oh, no. I didn't want to delete that. Ugh, so much money wasted. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. Ready? This will look good, though. The palace, we rotate it. We have it somewhere in the center. We go one out. We go up, one out. We go along. We go one out and along. We go up the back there somewhere. And now we boulevard instead of avenuing. And I think we can go straight into the corners now. Well, okay, we can't, but still, we get the statues, which is what I wanted. We got the 4 statues. Now that's a fancy palace right there. And with any luck, this is an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's even again. That sucks. Right, well, whatever. We'll pull a road out here. And what's going to happen is I'm going to have the stadium like there. Corinth wants olive oil. No. Sorry. So we give them a maintenance office. A bit ugly, so let's put it away a little bit. So we'll have a stadium there. And on the way, we'll have feeder buildings. So we will have a drama school. And we will have a college. So this is like Cultural Avenue. And what I want to see here is people go from the college... down this road, zigzag through, and then arrive. Oh my lord. Oh, we have a fleece shortage. Alright, we'll deal with that in 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. So I will give them a podium now, and I will give them a theatre. The theatre. How about we get rid of the podium there? Sparta needs olive oil. No. Gift of armor from Olympia. Thank you, Olympia. You are actually funding my army. I like the idea that Olympia is kind of like... the numbers! They don't work! I wanted that to sit in there flush. Right, whatever. We'll put a house there, and then that there, and then a podium there with a house in between. We're mixing the houses. We're doing like an outer ring type thing with houses mixed in between. Lovely-ish. There's actually space for a road out there. And then all on the inside they can have this, and then we can beautify the inside as well. Right, that housing block is done. Now, what did I just think? Right, we de-evolved because we don't have fleece, so fleece has managed to run out. So let's go to the pots. Let's click. Let's see fleece. We're importing from Thermopylae already, but who else might sell it to us? Mount Pelion's doing well there. Thermopylae sells fleece, as we can see. Corinth also sells fleece. Corinth was very useful in the previous part as well. Was that for the same reason? So trading post to Corinth in our trading avenue. And we say fleece, buy. Because we need more. Because I'm asking, oh my lord, what happened here? That was a granary. Everything's going to break over here. I'm really worried about that. Why don't I get a notification about that? I don't want to know what collapsed there. I don't want to know. Something did, and it's pretty brutal. Your city needs more workers, I know. Just get the maintenance guys. Here, this is why you want to prioritize hygiene and safety, because you need that building to go to fix these things while everybody's moving out. I mean... Oh, okay, we have a different thing. The Agora backdoor technique has failed now, and the reason that it has failed is because when I combined these two blocks, the combined, plus all of this, the combined roads that exist out the front here, now sum more than the roads at the back. So she thinks the main city's over here, she's only looking over here. So to fix that, all we need to do is rebuild, you know, this idea of a road that leaves the city maybe. I don't want to put totally random roads down everywhere. We can have another road that comes out there with a block. Hopefully she doesn't, yeah, there's no way she counts road blocks. So, and then, you know, this network, we don't want to fully connect it to this housing block, or then we're going to mess up this backdoor Agora thing. So she should hopefully, or I say they both of these people, and the fleece guy, they should all now say, all right, looks like they might want a little bit more, so let's draw. So you can see this is a bit awkward. This Agora thing is more for fun than efficiency. But we get more than enough space in these big parent cities that we can definitely play around with this. So everyone's about to starve because these guys don't know how to do their jobs anymore. But I'm sure they'll figure it out. It's interesting that the engine is constantly, or the game is just constantly looking underneath, counting these paths. If I make that a block, does that somehow sum it much bigger? There you go, they're off. They're off. Fleece, food.
We need fleece. Time to buy some more.
So we actually didn't need to buy any more. The fleece was fine. All these dairies. So can we sell cheese yet? That would be very cool, wouldn't it? No, we can't export cheese. We just have billions of... I mean, let's give cheese to some of our friends again. Loyal. Is Loyal top tier? I don't know, but what about you? Eritrea? How about 16 wheels of cheese? Now, Olympia, you're dedicated to me. Is that better or worse than Loyal? He thinks highly of you. He'll even do a offensive strike. So is Loyal above dedicated? No, Loyal is below dedicated, so that's good. So anyone loyal, we can give cheese. They're just going to say, oh, we don't really need it, but you know. So anyway, all that cheese is like a granaries of cheese, I think. 2 loads? Maybe not quite. But anyway, so they're building. So they'll all re-evolve, plus another housing block. Lots and lots of stuff now. Now, over here, you might say, well, WP, this was kind of cool, you know, on a mountain. Never fear, my dear friend, because I have another idea. It's a shame about that wall. I'm thinking of bringing that wall in. Like that. You can hear a very loud dog barking. And what we'll do is we'll do something mythological here. Now, Hermes' refuge is pretty small. But, you know, you see screenshots of people's cities where they build, like... They'll have, like, a massive sanctuary up there or something, and it's cool as all hell. Maybe I'll wait with that. Maybe Hermes... See, Hermes living near the storage guys, I think would be really... Oh, gods! I remember on this town, I was going to leave a flank free every time for the gods to visit, wasn't I? That was like one of the things that I was going to do. Now, realistically, we either want it here on the narrow end or here on the narrow end, but we're using agoras for those two. I don't want to do it down here like this because it's not going to look right. You understand, right? We're going to be going in and out of the back of the sanctuary, which I don't really like. So what about this? How did I design this one? This one is also poorly designed. Not happy with that. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, maybe it's salvageable. Maybe with the elite district. Okay, so here, these guys have no philosophy. And without philosophy, they are not interested. So where's their college? They don't have a college. The college might have broken at some point. Yeah, WP. It definitely broke. I think it broke right next to that granary, you know, the mysterious granary that broke because you didn't put a maintenance post there. Definitely the college broke there at the same time. That must have been it. So let's give them their college, which is down here. But the feeder buildings are fine. Like, in theory, the drama school can be down here as well. See, neither of those flanks are good here either with Hermes. It would be up here, which is blocked, or it would be to the north, which is blocked. But he's quite small. So maybe if we just squeeze him in there? And then build the back road agora around? I mean, we're cutting it tight. No, it just doesn't work, does it? It just doesn't work. I think let's give the traders Hermes. Oh. I don't know. There could be a better design, you know. Like, what about just here? What if I just get rid of some of these houses? Do you know what? That's what I'm going to do. It's the easiest way to get what I wanted for Athens. So we're going to do this. And, oh, actually. Actually.
Hermes, worship me and some of
Yeah, Hermes, I'm going to worship you, bro. I like you. We're going to do it. We're going to be friends, okay? So, look, what I'm going to do is that. Road all the way up here. Kill that house. Bring that along like that. That, and that gone. College. Over there. See, they're talking about something about a market there. I think some of the voice lines aren't very well done, so they're kind of quiet. Stellaris has a big problem with that as well. I want to do a mod where all I do is just tweak the game volumes. I've still messed that up. And just put basically better compression on them and equalize them in terms of their volume levels. And I'd be really, really happy to do that because I think the game has some really cool sound effects, and people just don't get to hear them. It's the same as I was actually doing that with my Final Fantasy XII Let's Play. When I really got into data mining that and digging into the files of that game, like, holy crap, they had a lot of stuff there. Thanks from Eritrea for gift. Like, really cool sound effects that you almost never hear. And that's a JRPG. That's a big game. I probably went way too deep down the rabbit hole on that. So my thinking here is by doing this... it didn't work. So what I'll do is... I'll say Hermes Refuge... there. I thought I could squeeze another house in. We'll do that. And since this whole place is meant to be fancy... let's do boulevards... boulevards. Oh, look, we get 2 statues there as well. You can kind of see that the crossroad thing is probably, you know, just a result of them doing the corner thing. We probably want all of this to look good, don't we? So let's kill all of these. Boulevard all the way along. Wait for him to leave. What have I done here? That's interesting. Because we want to do it like that. And then we want to say Boulevard up. But it's kind of messy there. Avenue? Alright, there you go. So a bit of avenue there. And then we want our buildings, of course. So maintenance. A college. This would be like the really expensive centre for education. And then we have a drama school here. This is like our Ivy League, you know. So there you have it. Beautiful. Could even surround that by columns or something, but we'll get into more beautification later. So Corinth wants olive oil, and I'm going to say no. Now, temporarily... Okay, alright, so... There's another thing with the whole disconnected setup thing that you can do, which is just anywhere near where your mythology is. Put sculpture studios, let's say 3. Tiny bit of road for them. On the other side, a maintenance man. And a storehouse getting marble and getting sculpture. Oh, and wood. And then leave a bit of space for all of them, I suppose. So for the wood, we'll go to 12. The sculpture, I don't know, sculpture's kind of weird, but we'll do it something like that. And all these workers are going to go all off-road to do everything that they want. Says he has a full staff. Yeah, there you go. And they'll grab the stuff that you need. So speaking of which, stuff that we need, we're going to need sculpture if we want this to be set up. So we can only export sculpture. So I don't know why I'm building Hermes thing, because we're not going to be able to finish it. Unless we can cook our own sculptures. Oh, we can. Okay. So then we'll modify this. We'll say sculpture studio. And I want to show you guys this because it's a way of playing the game, right? So here what we'll do actually, we'll say get marble and get wood at 16 a pop each. And then here we will say get bronze, which the sculpture studios will deal with. And we will say get sculptures once they've been made, right? So, like, to me, that's kind of gross. It's just a random little... It's a very video gamey way of doing things. We're going to use this for the construction of this and then delete it or whatever and then put another one near the next thing. I don't really like it very much. But maybe you guys do, and I think it's worth showing all of the different strategies that people use. This doesn't actually even completely work, as you'll see in a second. So, they'll be building that. We do need to import bronze if we want a good amount of that. I don't know how much bronze we're really going to be able to buy, or if we're getting shipments or anything. We're getting given armor, we're not getting given bronze. Can we import bronze? We can. Who will sell us bronze? We play the clicking game again. At least I know when I'm doing this that I'm looking for something that's real. Okay, that guy sells bronze. Orion sells bronze. Oh, Orion. Oh, that's Laurion. We just can't see the L there. Okay, so it's our colony. They buy wheat. I'm not surprised. And they sell bronze. Okay, so good. So because we set this up, maybe this is another one of the reasons that doing that colony is good. Happiness Monument. Oh, we're getting a real city going here now, aren't we? So we'll buy bronze. Now, I would limit this, but because we have someone getting bronze, they're going to keep emptying it out. I mean, we could always limit it. We could say 12. So what this system is set up to do now is bronze will go on here up to 10 or whatever I just said. 10. They'll take it away, and eventually this storehouse will be filled up. And that storehouse will automatically empty to make sculpture. And the sculpture guys will keep making it until they fill this up. And then the sculpture is going to be used to build the place. Once the sculptures have been used to build the place, this will hit capacity. These guys will stop work. So this will fill up with capacity. So we'll stop trading with 10 in excess at the end. Does that make sense? So it's kind of cool. Like, I could just super speed 100 years into the future now. And that all would have done what I wanted it to do. And we won't have spent in excess or whatever. But there you go. Right. I guess we just get another trireme going. Stored wood, 3 loads. The warfare for crew. They have woods. They need armor. I think that's the thing. They need more armor to be able to finish the next boat. We were getting lots of gifts of armor before, but maybe not so many now. Now, it's funny. They say have 3 triremes, so I'm assuming we need 3 triremes to deal with Sardis and Delos. 960 people in Homestead or better. We are just under that. This is a tenement. This is a homestead. So tenement is actually more than we need. Oh, these guys are all moving in. This is fine. They need water. You have water. See, you see the irritation with water carriers. And I suppose technically the infirmary guys, the doctors, are being equally annoying. But the thing is that it takes a while for plague to manifest. Maybe in the later difficulties that won't be the case. Like, there are water walkers. Don't know what they're doing. We've had numerous moments in this city where the water walkers have suddenly just stopped doing things. So over here we got more cheese manufacturing. No one tending to the stuff in the centre. What other industry can I build? We could get more trading posts in. I know there's a really strong temptation to do that. Like, I can have just a big traders row here. The thing is, I don't want to employ people unless I'm actually using the stuff. Speaking of which, we need to buy armor. Armor is not available for purchase. Neither can we build armories, so we can't make our own armor. So these guys are all going to devolve because they're not going to have the armor that they need. In fact, they've devolved anyway. They need fleece. Oh, did I never give them fleece? I didn't give them fleece, that's funny. All that time ago. So you go, that thing I had... Oh, and we were going to mix and match, weren't we? So there, you guys can have some fleece. So you can start using that fleece. So they can re-evolve back into their mansions. I suppose that's okay. So we have 19 armor. We need to use some to build the triremes for the quest. If we run out of it completely, what's going to happen? We can't beg anyone for armor, can we? We just have to... Like, whatever that is that's coded underneath, they'll just give it to us as time goes by. I don't think there's a way to, like, soft lock myself out of this. It's interesting to me that there's so many of these here. Like, why do we have all of these? I don't think we need any of these. Because the getting guys can just put it straight off of the trading posts. So let's kill these for now. The marble one I understand, but they're not needed. And we can get rid of all of this as well as time goes by, maybe. But so yeah, I mean, look at this. Like, we've got a weird little island here with just this going on, and then we've got this. There's also all of this over here. I'm very keen to... Like, what should we do with this? I think if this was the trading place and they all had to cross the river, that's a fun thought, isn't it? Do we actually have water crossings, though? Oh, we do. We do have water crossings. In fact, we can make one to put a trireme over here, because we do need a third trireme station, remember. So, remember, water crossing is technically a road. Let's put a wharf down. Probably don't need to do too much more than that. And yeah, he'll go down, and then he'll go there, and then he'll go down, and then go here. That's not a problemo. So that's 3 triremes. And if I try to place a 4th, will it say your city cannot have any more? I don't know. It's sad not to see any fish in that river. But, you know, not every city has everything. I mean, that's what the free play cities are for. They will have a lot of stuff.
This city is in the best shape, and you look marvelous, too.
So yeah, the symmetrical-ish design. Oh, hold the phone. These guys are evolving because the drama school kids come along and they're going to this theatre. They're taking the North Road. they're never taking the south road, so they're never evolving. I didn't give them their own drama school. But they don't need a drama school. Their own theatre, sorry. They just need a podium. For now. And then later, hopefully, we'll make it like an Olympic city again. And that'll be fine. So, we can delete. How long have we been going? 49 minutes? What on earth? I always get really nervous when I haven't even thought to look at the time for ages. I've just been enjoying myself too much. The time will have gone. So, look, just a podium. And now they'll have the culture that they need. And you guys are still looking for fleece. I never did give you your fleece fender. Just put some fleece there. The fleece is still okay. You are getting, right? Yeah, they're getting as much fleece as they can. And we're getting tribute. So 3 housing blocks. We'll go look at the West City here. Could evolve these very easily with a storehouse getting some fleece. And again, let's do our thing. So we're going to get 16 fleece, and then one day we're going to get 16 olive oil, and we're gonna spend that olive oil there. There should be olive oil kicking around somewhere in the city, just because. I've got to be careful with deleting that. Alright, maybe I won't actually. Maybe we'll just do this, and then this, and then another square or something. See, so this could all be production. I think in an ideal world, you split the city in half. There's an amazing screenshot of a guy who... So he's using the Agora trick that I'm talking about here. He uses another trick that I'll be talking about in the next adventure. He combines them all, and he basically has a city where it's like split in two. It's half the city for housing, like half the map for housing, and then half the map for production, and it just looks so good. And he builds walls in the right places and stuff. Olympia begs us for wine. Okay. So we didn't do anything with that, but that's fine. Now Hermes. So we might want to put a wall around this eventually. Now the entrance to the city is something I've been wanting to deal with. So let's... Well, no, let's do that a little bit later. Right, what am I doing? I think we're ready to just speed up, aren't we? Until the triremes are built. 1 trireme supported. We got the people in the homesteads. We got the people in the tenements. These guys are not evolving because they don't have armor. So there's really no way for me to import armor. No. I can import bronze, but I can't turn the bronze into armor. Hermes is going to have a lot of work to do it because there's a lot of requests and a lot of like cross-town trading happening. Have you guys noticed? Man, it's funny actually. Look at that. That housing estate is right next to this, which is right next to... I always think of the trading as like super remote to the city, but actually in truth it's really, really close. Let's see where we are with employment as well here. 405 workers needed. Really? Also, there's the question of tax for a lot of these houses. Let's look at them all walking here. Oh, by the way, finally, check it out.
You have done a wonderful job building this city. I'm sure the Elysian fields pale in comparison.
So this nobleman, these guys live in the upper districts, basically. They do nothing, I think. They don't, like, provide appeal or culture or anything. They just kind of wander around. There is no equivalent for, like, lower city residents. I think it would be interesting if there was. Like, if Shax spawned a certain kind of guy... And then, you know, hovels spawned another one. But they were very rare, because you wouldn't want the roads to be too busy. But yeah, up here there's just guys that come wandering around. I suppose technically these noblemen are also kind of like our warriors. But I think the thing is, if you see these guys, you know that taxes are doing well. So for example, these guys need culture. I think they... And the reason is because there's this damn wall on the far side. It's a real shame. Now, if we want to keep getting money, we should be taxing these guys as much as possible. I have 1 tax office, so we're getting some drachma from these guys. Not much. How much are we taxing? Tax rate is low. Let's put the tax back up to normal, because I'm watching that cash slowly ebbing down, and I'm not very happy with, with it doing that. I mean, let's kill that, and then let's tax these guys. thrown out of my home. And then, oh god, the noise, that sound I'm making is aggravating, even me. Then, so tax is fine, and then if we want more culture for these guys, what they're probably looking for is the theatre. No, there's a theatre there. Should we give them another podium? Like, how can I see? So if we go to culture, philosophers, they have no philosopher access whatsoever. So there you go. So let's give them a podium. Athletes, they've had athletes visiting, they've had actors visiting, they've had no competitors. That's because of the, you know, the stadium. But there you go. House has average access to culture venues. So there we go. So by doing this, we've lost the house, I know. But we get taxes, and we get these other ones to evolve much more stably. So slightly inefficient, because we got the 2 podiums. But, you know, what are you going to do? Now, are you guys stable and happy and growing? Probably want... No, you don't want that. You want... So again, like, what are you missing here? You have no philosopher access, but there's a podium right there. Come on. Look at him, he's going. He's going to teach you. He's right there. Okay, they do have... There, alright. I think I'm just looking a bit early while we're still stabilizing. We're still just evolving. Now, you guys are unappealing. Right. How do we want to deal with appeal for these guys? Corinth becomes resentful. Well, look at all the monuments we have now. We got the full gamut there. I think that's the full variety. Diplomacy monument. I don't remember these. Alright, there you go. Diplomacy monument. And then up on the other side, I'll give you a conquest monument. So we get a nice variety of icons around. And then that bit on the inside, I'll give you some parks. And in fact, I'll give you a big evolved park there. And we'll delete those 3. And we'll give you some Ionic column there. I don't know. There you go. Nice. Alright, we've got more than enough people, and the taxes should be flowing. That should fill these last 300 job vacancies we have as well. The city is doing really well here. I think it's time to start invading and attacking people. We got to get the armor though. Or maybe we just attack them. Can we plunder anyone? Okay, so check it out. Mount Pelion is a rival, and he produces armor. He's also weak and apathetic to us. So do we have a route to him? I think we do. Raid Mount Pelion. Oh, but we got no one. We got no. Alright, we've got to play this forward because I let my houses collapse. Why are you still collapsed? Olive oil? Oh, what is the matter with me? Why didn't I think? Oh, you didn't do one. You got to do the there you go, olive oil. Did I say on that previous part something like, oh, let's see what it's like when they run out? There you go, Olympia. Thank you. Olympia gives us some armor. That's good. Look at this huge... I need the stuff. Look at this huge bay, and here I am whining about it. But there'll be armor appearing here as well, which will evolve these guys soon. In fact, that's what they should see, yeah. So what we're going to do is start raiding for armor. Trade with Corinth suspended. Corinth was selling us marble, but I think we should have had enough. What are these guys actually waiting for? Wood, maybe? Probably? We can import the... One thing at a time here. One thing at a time. Why is olive oil not being gathered? Olive oil, too distant, it thinks. Is that true? Is that really true? Hold on, I didn't connect the road, did I? No. It's right there, dude. Oh, sorry. It's not. It's because we got to go to the back of the vendor. Yeah, so it's a vendor back door. It's not an Agora back door. So there you go. So olive oil. So they evolve. So we get our soldiers back. Appeal is too low here now. Thank you for the gift. That's very lovely. Tribute paid. Oh my god. See all these tributes of money? They're keeping us afloat. Right, appeal is bad here now, and I never like these... Whoa, bring it back. I never like these columns anyway. So, what would be a pretty way of... Should we give them... Alright, we can put Doric columns up there. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then they have fish ponds. Yeah, we have one fish pond. But I kind of want to do just a one fish pond design this time. Let's give them... Should they have their own monument dedicated to them? No. Do you know what I like? And I see very rarely the flower garlands. There's something about the little pots in the middle that just feel good. Yeah, so check it out. Beautification and recreation. Recreational areas. Ugh. The palace is gone. I really thought that we gave them a maintenance officer. We did, actually, but I guess he's just not patrolling in a nice way. He's all the way over here. And he's busy going down there when he shouldn't really be. And we can't roadblock any of this. Alright, let's put one back there. All he needs to do is step on any of these. Oh, by the way, nice little bit of trivia. You want to hear another weird little game mechanic thing? Because of boulevards and avenues being too wide, you know, when you think about this cart guy wandering around, you think of him as having a distribution radius. He's throwing food out at them 1 tile away, right? You think he has a 1 tile range for everything. Because he's got to walk next to the house to give it the food. They actually, technically... Oh, he's selling less bronze. Technically, I'm not happy with that. But though I get it, I only gave you 3 foundries. So I get it. Technically, he's got a distribution radius of 2. They will distribute 2 squares away, and that can help you in certain corner scenarios. And the reason it's set up like that is because of the whole Avenue Boulevard thing, where they need to be able to throw it over the width of the boulevard. So they're still not happy with the appeal. But that's probably just because we didn't complete this with the columns. Look, you've got a garden now. We could go back and redo this whole road now and give it boulevard instead of avenue. You know, instead of this weird thing with the alternating benches and parks. But there you go. So he's evolved. And look at this. Look at the size of the roof and stuff. Wow, he's a mansion and he needs to evolve again. Well, they all want appeal. But look at that. It's really good, isn't it? Like that strange roof. You very rarely see this art. I'm telling you guys. So there. Alright. They're set up. So now we have warriors. So now we can go to Mount Pelion. We can say raid this city with the wolves. And we want to plunder armor off of them. We're going to enlist everyone. And we're going to dispatch. Laurion's going to help us. Actually, Laurion's pretty poor. Let's do Thermopylae to help us. Go. Attack the city. That will give us the armor to finish the triremes. Enough wood, armor, and workers. You know what? It might be... No, they've got wood right there. Stored wood, 3 loads. Stored armor, 0 loads. Well, you know what? It might also just be... Well, he's getting armor too, yeah. No, it's just that we need more armor. That's all it is. We need more armor. Now, what was that other thing I wanted to import just now? Town's looking good over here. So you could even do another symmetrical block afterwards. Well, not really, because I've stuck that infirmary out and stuff. Basically, finding a design that's really tileable, so you can just plop them down American style, you know? Like block after block after block. It's pretty cool. And when you have these double rows like this, the houses back to back, you've got to be careful, because appeal is tricky in situations like this, and there's a fun balance going on there. You know what I really kind of want? I would love to see a design that has as many right up next to each other as possible. Like, can you get 3 somehow? What you'd have to have is, like, it would be like housing like that. But the one in the middle wouldn't work in that scenario, so it'd have to be like this. No, but that's 2. But you could get 3 on the corners. I don't know. Just the densest possible housing, I think, would be really fun to examine. We could put a house there, since we're not going to have a road coming out. So more people can live there. Oh, no, it says some plots are too far from the... Really? Oh, no, that message was from a second ago, I think. Okay, so they're evolving. What about you guys? You guys are not evolving. Because you need armor. Okay, yeah, which we're raiding. So employees needed, but the fact we got the message about employees means we hit the thing. So 4 workers needed. This is excellent, guys. This is really good. We've got a great balance going on here at Athens now. So I'm going to fast forwards, because I can't remember what we were going to import. Olympia gifts us some armor, thank you. I'd really like it to get deposited straight into there. But I think it's getting deposited, like, I don't know how the code works with that, where it decides. I mean, look at this! Alright, let's remove some of this armor. They don't need this much. So I'm going to drop that number, that 20 down. Trade with Corinth resumed. Armor plundered from Mount Pelion. 16 suits. Excellent. And then I might even attack them. You know, Mount Pelion's been there in nearly every campaign. And I've just... I've left them alone. And they've left me alone. And now I'm attacking them. I'm sure in a later campaign this is going to be a problem. We've got the wolves and the horses now. And we can enlist Laurion to help us this time. So there is a trick with the game. I don't know how it works. I may as well explain though. We just plundered armor from them. Now if I pick a new town that like has no production at all, like maybe Hatsusas up there, it looks incredibly dangerous, so we don't want to. But if you pick another place, like here, I don't know, not there because we can't interact with it. But the game, here we go, Sparta. Sparta's an ally, so I'm not going to do this. But I think if we raid Sparta now, the code doesn't, they don't produce anything. But the code doesn't know that they don't produce anything. So if I click any, what it has stored in memory right now is the fact that we just plundered armor. So if we now plunder Sparta, we'll get armor from Sparta. Even though we shouldn't get anything from them, money or nothing, we'll get armor. So you can actually generate extra goods, because I don't know if we can do it twice back to back. What should we try? Plunder more armor. Enlist all. Laurion this time. Go. Attack the city. Now where did that armor appear? There, good. So they're taking the armor to the triremes. Oh, they're going to that one over there actually. Laurion sells more bronze, thank you. So there we go. Wow, look at that. Corinth became a rival. I'm turning my back on you, Potatoes. I've decided that being your ally just isn't as lucrative as being your rival. If we meet again, I assure you it won't be pleasant. Alright, so is that the triremes done? Support 3 triremes. So now we just need to rule Sardis and rule Delos. And hopefully get a little bit of money. Oh yeah, it was these guys. I wanted to make sure that they were getting wood. Because I think the reason they're not building is they're not getting the wood quick enough. And I've said get wood. But I think because this also says get wood, and there's not enough to go to both, we're just relaxing. So was it... Oh, look. Oh, yeah, I think as well, when you launch an attack, you can see a little piece moving along the board, getting closer to wherever you attack, so you know what's going on. Ally army marching to help you raid Mount Pelion. Look at that. Oh, we should check this out more next time we do something. Which will be in a minute, actually. So, tribute pay. Thank you. Can't get any more marble. So, how about we start selling that on? But Corinth just turned his back on me. He's our rival. He respects me. This rival thinks highly of you. He won't entertain any of your requests, but you can always demand the things you want from him. He feels that your military is stronger than his. He'll probably comply. Consult this rival's history. Don't I buy fleece off of you? I'm not cut off from fleece now, am I? Right, since instead of looking on the world map like that, I'm just going to extend our trade district. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put... So there's a pier to Knossos as well. And what did Knossos... Because we rule them now. They sell wood. So we could import wood via a pier. They're the only pier. Crete is the only gateway to the world. It's the only place we can put a pier down. Pier to Knossos. Okay. So buy a little bit of wood off of them. We can't import or export or anything. Hopefully that's not too much for the maintenance. I'm a little nervous about the risk of that because, you know, if they're going to be having goods and stuff. So we'll do that. Now these guys import wheat and... We can buy wheat and wine off of them. We can sell fleece and olive oil. Basically, that's useless. Palatia. We can buy carrots and sculpture. But we were already buying some sculpture. We've already got enough, right? The sculptures for the sanctuary are actually done. They're up there and ready. And he'll buy olive oil. Okay, so by doing this is probably a quicker way of seeing what's going on. We can very quickly click through without looking at the world map. And again, we're still not going to fully connect it to the rest of the road. Armor plundered from Mount Pelion. Thank you. Okay, so you see how these traders that aren't doing anything are walking along this road? I'm going to break it so that they stop doing that weird detour and they just get in and out as quick as possible. Just get off the road and go. Right, so we got even more armor, so that's good. So everyone's... Well, what's important here is that everyone's home. So Delos has 3 shields. So we could go for an attack straight away, or we could do a raid first. There's also Sardis. Sardis is far away, and Sardis admires us. They think very highly of you. He'll probably be willing to fulfill a request for food. And he might fulfill a request for goods. I feel like such a scumbag. Oh, I can only demand Drachmas. Look, okay, so Delos, give me grapes, or I will raid you for grapes. Enlist everyone. Olympia wants to come. They're alright. So we now have 3 hoplite phalanxes. Our forces are getting bigger. We have 3 navies. So I don't know whether these really do any of the fighting, or they just send people. But there you go. So we're off. And look at this. Look, look, look. I didn't actually catch that before. I'd love them to speak. But I love the guys skating on the back there as well. Alright, so they're off. And they've moved quick. I guess we don't need to see our warriors walking through the whole town anymore. To see how the big plus, or the big times sign is going with a beautiful courtyard. These guys need armor. Olympia begs for wine. Okay, I will give you wine, but I'm beginning to... No, we're fine for wine. We've got loads of wine. Residents. Armor, 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 armor. Okay, it's all just an armor issue. And we're slowly giving them armor. That's not a problem. Yeah, it's just a matter of distributing it. So, I think that's pretty much this mission done now, guys. We're in the middle of quite a few building projects here. Because you are a kind master. And sent 7 amphorae of wine. Master. Oh my god, I got such a weird feeling of power there. Delos refuses our... Oh, so you want a bunch of grapes? And you think that I, Timocreon of Delos, should give it to you? Think again. I have no intention of fulfilling your demand, you insolent oaf. Alright, well, I'll attack you then. I swear to God, I hadn't planned that attack already. It's just going to be a weird coincidence. But I am going to be attacking you now, so sorry. So here, we got so many monuments. We could do a population monument. And then we could do a victory monument. Sparta becomes a rival. More gifts. Olympia, thank you. Yeah, did I finish my thought before? I like the idea that Olympia has all these rivals and it's kind of a proxy war, you know? He's just arming us. So there you go. So, monuments in the corners. So if we ever have appeal issues, they should go away. So they all want more culture to evolve now. And that is not because of our movement of walkers. That is, though. Are you... That's insane. That is insane. Well, so you can see the problems with this design. We will find a really elegant and beautiful version of this at some point. But as soon as we get a stadium, we'll click all of these guys up. Oh, see, look, even like a maintenance man hasn't arrived there. This is really interesting, isn't it? That we have a like both blocks are so close to each other. All right, to maybe fix this. And I don't know whether this really will fix this. But what I'll do... I don't want to press P. What I'll do is I'll bring the road out 1. No, we have to bring the road out 2. And then what we'll do is we'll have... maintenance. Gymnasium. And... because there was a gym there. See, this is dumb here. We have the drama, there we have the school and then the theatre right next to each other. So let's change that. Let's put the drama school over here. And that looks quite nice with that as well. Drama school's going to go over there. And we'll kill this drama school. And then a college or a podium. There's a podium there. And there's a college there. So another podium, I think. So we'll have another podium here. I don't know. This is suddenly a very different layout. Was it a podium that I got? Grapes plundered from Delos. Hello, our raiding party was victorious, but you don't have space to store these gains. The raiders will hold on to the items for now and return next month to try and deposit the grapes then. Make sure you have the space for it. Sardis respects us. Hatassus respects us. I, Xerxes of Hatassus, consider you a worthy opponent and you've earned my respect. For the time being, at least. There is a lot of dialogue here, isn't there? So, hopefully that fixes that up a bit. I might have made it worse. I don't know. It's funny, these guys are going to come home just to find their houses abandoned. Because the maids and their families and stuff decided that it wasn't cultured enough for them. So that's really cool there. We attacked one of them and everyone else on the eastern seaboard decided, okay, we respect you. Actually, it says they're docile. They've liked us for some time. If conditions between you continue to improve, he might even willingly comply with a request for food or goods. But we're going to be ruling Sardis, so no matter how much you like, unless you just want to pledge yourself to me by default. But anyway, Delos lost a shield from that, you see? So now when we attack them again, I think we can, speaking of which, we can do that now already, right? Conquer the city. Enlist everyone, including Olympia. And look, we've now got loads of people. We've nearly got 3 full phalanxes of hoplites. So dispatch them to take over the city. And hopefully they win that. Of course, this last slot is just for stables. I have come down from Mount Olympus. Needs actors to perform the shows. How's our 14 workers needed, and you're not going to work at that? Is that because we deprioritized culture? No, it's moderate. That's wild. Okay, sorry. Now how are you guys doing? We haven't checked in on you for a long time. You just want culture to evolve? Trees and woodland, and this little house. I like this shack. I like it a lot. Low appeal over there, but Thermopylae rebels. You just had about all that you can take of me. You're revolting. I can forget about your tribute. I'm not going to trade with you either. Thermopylae, you are such a good guy. Oh. What about the Potatophus Empire? Let's give him a bench. Grapes plundered. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, let's give them a bench. Bye-bye. Now, trade districts. Or storage. Well, hold on. Grapes. So, grapes are going to be turned into wine at wineries. So, I'm thinking production house up here. So, winery. We don't have wineries, right? I'm not being crazy. We just have cheese making. I believe that's all that we have. So, yeah, this block here. It's going to be a winery block, and despite the size of it, remember the size is only for the Agora trick. So we're just going to do 2. Look at that, I'm learning more and more self-control. So 2 of those, plus the storehouse getting grapes. Now, for the Agora trick to work, this all stuff needs to be disconnected. And in addition, by being disconnected, this guy will go running fast. I think actually the real thing is your trade hub needs to be disconnected. Everything else, I mean, I don't know, just as few roads as you can tolerate. Oh. So off they go through there. And... because, like, again, you might be looking at this and thinking, well, WP, can you just connect this road, please? It would look better. But they're walking there anyway. If I do that, then people are going to start zigzagging all the way up this. Well, no, they won't because it's blocked off there. Whatever, let's... grapes plundered, thank you. So we have grapes, and it probably would have put the grapes instantly. Yeah, here. And then we'll start making wine out of it. Oh, and then we do want a thing for... and the end product, the wine itself, can just go straight to the elite districts. So that's good. So... oh, I forgot. We could have seen our boat sailing there. We're sailing our army to conquer Delos. Yeah, they're basically already on top of the icon. But there you go. Yeah, so let's delete this. 13,000 drachma. We're pretty much stabilized, I would say. I want to do something on the north of the... I mean, and we have this a whole extra farm up here as well. This kind of needs to be here, because, again, we need it to be long. The road's there. Just a pretty bog standard setup on this one, as you can see with the Agora. Didn't really do anything. I don't understand. Artisans need a supply of marble, but none can be delivered. Perhaps this construction site isn't connected by road to the needed supply. Or maybe there isn't enough marble stored in a single storehouse. So these guys do need a physical connection. Ah, interesting. Okay, so we can build this, by the way. We conquered Delos. Most martial potatoes, our army was victorious. And Timocreon is ashamed. Delos is now ours. To celebrate our achievement, we can build a monument. So there's Delos there. They're bitter. Well, I will show you the stick, and then I'll give you a carrot. Literally, I'd love to literally give people carrots. So Marathon pay Odessos. Give us some marble. Knossos gives us wheat. Delos gives us fish. I feel a bit bad for Delos. All they do, they're just a little fishing town, it seems. And then skins a fleece there. Alright, so you guys gonna sail home? Look, I want to give you some cheese. Welcome to the Athens Empire of Cheese. Here you go. Hermes will help us out now here. This whole time we could have been ready. I kept looking at that thinking, oh, they need wood, or oh, they need this. But no, they needed a road connection. So they have a road connection on this side, but they don't have one on the other. So they're still going direct to source. In fact, look, they don't even have to move that far. I'm talking about all this efficiency stuff, and look at this. Yeah, that's it. Empty that out. There was never a genius. I don't know what he said there. It's quite good. The 3D audio is very good, and in fact, if you look here, they don't have many sound settings. They have 3D sounds are on, ambient sounds are on, general sounds are on. They actually have more sound settings than they do display. But I guess that's somewhat a sign of the times, you know, because a big part of processing with a gaming in the 90s on PC was sound. Like, you'd buy a dedicated onboard sound card and stuff, you know, like... I'm not surprised they give you those options in that way. Okay, so Sardis. I kind of just want to ask, look, do you want to avoid the bloodshed and just be my vassal? But let's raid them first. Enlist everyone. And let's plunder them for anything. Let's see what happens when we say anything. Go. So here, again, I think if we use that trick, we could have got armor off of them or something. Even though they shouldn't really be giving it to us. You can see how quick the attacks go as well here. Hygiene is no longer perfect. I think it's interesting that these elite houses don't need water or infirmaries too. It seems somewhat of an oversight, doesn't it? Delos, say thanks for the cheese. We don't need it. Everybody needs cheese. Oh, what my mission here is, guys, is to get Greece fat. That's what I want it to be. When we get to the year 2020, when we get to the 2020s, okay, what I want is people to look back at this period of human history and say, man, people were fat back then, weren't they? That's how good they had it. And and it's because of Athens and their cheese. I need to go to Athens before I die, if I can get any money for a trip. And buy some cheese there in honor of this playthrough. It must be done. Some goat's cheese, specifically. Which I kind of talked shit about before, but I think goat's cheese is probably alright. We don't have any fleece issues or olive oil issues yet. I mean, I could start giving them the olive oil, but I think I'll wait till the next chapter when presumably olive oil becomes a thing. Also, look, our pen is kind of working. Most of them are still in that pen. We have so much cheese that we're making and we don't need to. I think since manufacturing is okay for now, I'll add another cheese house, another cheese granary. Gift of armor from Olympia. Thank you, Olympia. Acquire arms dealers of the of the Mediterranean. Oh, calm down. These guys have so much more supplies than these guys, but no, it's all building up. I'm surprised, where is all the wine coming from? Oh no, the guy was thrown out of his home with Diomedes' barrel, or whatever it was. Alright, let's... Oh, it was something about this, wasn't it? It was... No, I gave them an oil vendor. I didn't want to give them oil. I wanted to give them fleece. We're coming up to the end of the episode here now. And the end of the mission. And I want to give them at least some of what they need. So that's getting fleece, but it's empty. The building is missing a few workers. Why is it empty of fleece? They should just be running out and grabbing it, no? Maybe it's because the only fleece we currently have are in fleece bays saying get fleece. Drachmas plundered from Sardis. 2,400. Pretty good. Oh, Corinth respects us. Corinth, were you the people giving us fleece? Am I in the middle of a fleece crisis and I just don't realise it? No, I buy... Yeah, Associated City not trading. We are in a fleece crisis. Okay, but we're buying it. No, and they're not buying as well. Corinth is not buying either. Alright, well, real quick here. Corinth. I want your fleet. Oh, wait, hold on. Corinth has 2 shields. That should be fine. Corinth, I need your fleece. Enlist. Dispatch. Oh my god, I only just looked at the time. How has it been... How are we at 1 hour 25 already? Alright, go. So we speed up nice and quick. Rebellion at Thermopylae is over. That's good. Okay, good. So they're trading again now. Thermopylae's trading, so they're giving us fleece. Tributes. Thank you. And we're getting a tribute of fleece again. So I'm raiding these guys for fleece. There we go. Fleece plundered. 32 schemes. Look at that. Warmongering is the way to go, right, guys? Now, hopefully they put that straight up here. They did. So these guys are getting fleece. He's going to grab that. That's good. So back to Sardis, who still has 4 shields. I'm so nervous about attacking a place with 4 shields. Shall we plunder them again? But it was only money. Screw it. Here we go. No allied support here. Oh, and we also don't have many troops. We've only got 4,443. So let's just wait a second here. Olympia begs for wine. You can have it. So they're evolving. Sparta respects us. Back to this. Gift of armor from Olympia. Thank you. Hermes' refuge is complete. Nice. That was the other big objective. So if I actively pray to you, Hermes... Hermes has heard your prayer, but there are no outstanding requests, so he'll do the next one. Alright. Looks like whoever's going to beg me for olive oil next is going to get it for free. So there you go, and now Hermes is living with these guys. They need water. See, what is this? Is so bizarre. Just people randomly running out of water. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. They're going all the way around. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, I think I do get it. Okay. So, if they choose to go left, they're not going to make it all the way around. They're going to get here and they're going to come back. If they choose to go right, they will go all the way around. And you might be thinking, well, hold on, what? Why do they turn around if they go left first and not... The reason for that, guys, is because water carriers have different AI, as do infirmary workers. And I'll leave that mystery with you for now. Or will be revealed in time. So... We have the fleece. What am I doing? Oh, I'm raiding Sardis. No, I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to rebuild my forces. And I don't really know where to see that listed on the UI. 8 and 4 hoplites. So what do? Just merge it? Oh, no. What now? Olive oil?
You can discover more about a person in an
Oh, we're out of olive oil. There's plenty of olive oil there, but that's just going to steal it from the other place. I need olive oil. These guys buy it. They sell olive oil. Olympia sells olive oil. So it's time to buy it. If we weren't buying it already, Is it because they cut us off for a little while? Import olive oil. Wait, you're already selling jugs of olive oil? Yeah, stop selling and start buying. Why am I selling olive oil? Alright. So that explains where our soldiers have been going. Thanks for the gift. Happiness monument. Tribute, 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 tribute. Now, the marble is probably getting a bit filled up soon, so let's do another marble thing for the next part where we'll be getting another god. You notice the gods are not really very involved in this city, and I wonder if it's because of that whole thing of, like, it's a bit of a modern city or whatever. We'll keep that as a generic storehouse. Who knows what they'll end up dumping there. This granary is full of wheat. Laurion begs for food. You can have all the food you want, Laurion. You've helped me out massively. You regard me more highly. That's excellent. More armor. Okay. We're ready to finish. We were ready about 15 minutes ago, to be honest. So, there we go. 888. No, I don't want to plunder for food. I want to conquer you. Or not just food, anything. So, Laurion and Olympia. Let's do Laurion once more. No, let's give it to Olympia, because Olympia's been arming us. And Laurion, you know, they've done enough. So, attack the city. Off they sail. And we'll probably just have a sudden victory screen pop up, as long as they actually win the fight. Or maybe you don't see the icon moving. Either that or I have to catch it real quick. Oh, invasion of Sardis crushed. Bad news. Our army has been defeated at the Persian city of Sardis. Its ruler Darius has thwarted our goal of crushing them under our sandal. Ah, so we lost an attack now. Right, well, we'll see how many shields they have. We may have to do the plunder first. I think we have enough forces. Defeated warriors return. They've returned from their failed assault on Sardis, hoping for a chance to redeem themselves in the future. That's fine. I believe that you'll be okay, guys. So if we go back there now and look. So they only have 2 shields now. So if we could just throw another attack at them straight away. Or we can wait for these guys to... Like, if we're rebuilding, then they're rebuilding. Because I think we already learned that they're rebuilding. Also, by the way, some of these missions are coded that certain attacks will never work out. Let's dispatch. Let's go with Laurion this time. Olympia doesn't want to do it again. Sorry, Olympia. There you go. Hermes shares our burden. Sardis becomes hostile. Well, I'm about to invade you, Sardis. Olympia becomes angry. We despise you. We might just decide to make your life unpleasant. Oh, and they've got a good reason to despise me. They despise me because I just asked them to fight and die for me, and they got nothing from it. I'm sorry. It was never I didn't mean to lose.
Greece's borders are secure from the Persian threat, for now. Delos is once again a Greek city, and you have even brought Sardis under your control. But Darius would not allow one of his most important cities to remain a subject to you, and has snatched the city back. Darius is so incensed at your actions that he has instructed his servant under penalty of death to repeat the words,
Master, remember the Athenians.
3 times every time the king sits down for a meal. You will certainly meet Darius again, and the oracle has enigmatically advised you to trust in a wall of wood. Turning back the Persians brought most of Greece together, yet Sparta and Corinth remain aloof, and have even declared themselves Athens' rivals.
Okay, yeah, Sparta and Corinth, the 2 nothing cities that have been pissing about the whole time. Well, we just defended ourselves from the Persians. So remember, the Persians attacked Greece first, right, with Delos. So we reclaimed Delos, and now we've even struck back at Sardis. But they will not forget. So, nothing there really seemed like it was leading to a colony, right? We didn't send any goods aside. We didn't... I mean, the dialogue didn't even really talk about it. But yeah, we're now doing the second of the 2 colonies. This feels almost a little bit tacked on here. But this is the most northerly we've ever seen in this adventure. We went very far south very quickly. But we are going to Amphipolis. Very far up there. We've got a good wad of cash for starting this time. This lonely, isolated land is blessed with plentiful food, bronze, and marble. And we're getting... I think this is as close to, like, Upper Europe and stuff we'll ever get to here. But here we go. So, wood, bronze, and marble. A wall of trees. Could this be it? Let's get our next colony going.
Theseus' dear friend Pirithous, leader of the Lapis, happily wed Hippodamia in a sumptuous ceremony that featured the best food and wine that Greece has to offer. When the thirsty centaurs heard about the ceremony, they couldn't resist the prospect of drinking the delicious wine, and attended the ceremony uninvited. Pirithous and Hippodamia graciously greeted the centaurs at first, but centaurs aren't known for their self-control, and they were soon completely drunk. The besotted centaurs then did the unthinkable. They attempted to kidnap the bride. Pirithous was so outraged, he has declared war on the centaurs, and Theseus has beseeched us to provide Pirithous with the raw materials he needs to make armor to help them in their war. An outpost here in Amphipolis will be perfectly suited to provide the raw materials that Pirithous needs. The centaurs, however, are well aware of the bounty of the land around Amphipolis, and may prove to be unwelcome visitors again.
So Amphipolis is going to give us resources that Pirithous needs. And we're only helping Pirithous because Theseus, who we haven't even seen, really, have we? Did we summon Theseus earlier to fight the Minotaur? I think we did. Anyway, he was like who vouched for this for Athens and all that. Anyway, we're helping Theseus out basically. Theseus wants us to help with Pirithous because some drunken centaurs kidnapped his bride. So it looks like there's a lot of objectives here, but there's not really. I guess I'll do that ramble at the start of the next episode, and we will see another new colony. It's geography. Looks like we've got fish, and whatever challenges lie for us here. Thanks very much for watching, guys, in the story of Athens. See you very soon for the next one.
I'm off to the games. Soon, everyone will know just how smart I am. I am so smart, so very, very smart. I won the games. I took second place at the games. But what does it mean to win anyway? Aren't we all winners in our way? I lost the games. I guess it's true what they say. True genius is misunderstood in its own time. It's academic. Plague will certainly strike if hygiene conditions don't improve. We must be stoic in times like these. It's difficult to be a vassal, but perhaps one day we'll overthrow our rival. We must be getting soft. One of our subjects is rebelling against us. Thus, it becomes clear that the meaning of life is...
Build me a pyre to roast my friends upon.